Hi everyone, I'm going to do the skincare video for you today because it's been very highly requested, and I've got all the bits here in front of me. I've got my camera set up, and yeah, so it just seemed like the perfect opportunity. I'm just going to start off by saying what sort of skin type I have. My skin is probably what I would like to call normal to combination. It's mostly normal everywhere, besides a few like oily patches, and also I think my skin gets quite dehydrated sometimes, which is odd because you wouldn't think if you had oily skin that your skin might be dehydrated, but turns out it does and is and can be. Basically I have a dry forehead, dry down my nose, oily at the sides of my nose, and mega oily chin. Like my chin is like the oiliest part of my face, which is really annoying because it never used to be, but as I've got older it seems that my chin just produces more oil, which is great. So if your skin type isn't the same as mine, then I might not necessarily advise you to go out and buy every single one of these products, because this is just what works for my skin at the moment. These are my staples and this is what I use daily. By the way, I'm just going to say now, most of my skincare routine is one brand. It becomes very obvious which I like to use above any other brand, and it's it's something that I've been using for well over a year, possibly it's probably been about 18 months I've been using this, and I've not really wanted to use anything else because it works just fine for me. So I will start with the cleanser, and it is the Liz Earle Cleanse and Polish. Surprise, surprise, oh my gosh, it's not like you've ever seen this before. Liz Earle Cleanse and Polish Hot Cloth Cleanser. I'm sure you've all seen many rave reviews about this. I was sent this actually by Liz Earle last year. I've never really heard much about Liz Earle, to be quite honest. They approached me and they're like, oh, do you want to try a skin type? I thought, yeah, sure, why not? I've run out of what I have, so I'll give it a shot. And I literally have not used anything since. Actually, I ran out of this, and my mum was placing an order with Dermalogica, and you always hear great things about Dermalogica, so I placed an order for a cleanser from there, and it dried out my skin so badly that I thought, you know what, I'm not using that anymore. It was really expensive as well, so I bought this one. I always buy the I think it's 100ml pump with the 2 muslin cloths. You get this little cloth like this, and the way it works is that you literally just pump a few pumps on your hand, rub it into your face with a dry face, so your face full of makeup if you've been on a night out or something. Run this under the hot tap, pat it off and place it on your face and just wipe it all away. If I've been out, I'll usually do it twice just to make sure I've got everything off. In the morning I do it once, and yeah, I just think it's amazing, and it is actually for all skin types, so if you did want to try it on your cleanser, then you can always give this one a shot. I think this retails, I possibly could get this really wrong, I think it's between £11 and £13 with the muslin cloths, but I'll leave a link below anyway, so you can go to the website and see for yourself. After I've cleansed my face, I will use a toner, and surprise surprise, I use the Liz Earle toner. Not a lot of people like this. I absolutely love it. It says revitalises, soothes and tones for instant radiance, and this is why I use it, because I think it actually makes such a difference to the radiance of my skin. I've been through 2 bottles of this, and I simply just put it onto a cotton wool pad and just wipe it over my face. So I do that. I then use my Liz Earle Skin Repair Moisturiser. This is for normal to combination skin. I'm actually nearly out, which is a bit sad. I'm like pretty much scraping the barrel now. Yeah, I really like this. The smell really reminds me of last summer, which was like one of my favourite summers ever. I don't really know why, I just enjoyed it. A bit random. But yeah, so whenever I put this on, it like makes me happy all day. That's really sad. Maybe I should put that in. I sound like a weirdo. But yeah, I really, really like this moisturiser. That's the one, it's a moisturiser. Exfoliator, I use the Liz Earle, surprise, surprise, exfoliator. I don't tend to exfoliate my face that much because obviously when I cleanse my face I use the muslin cloth, and that tends to exfoliate quite gently anyway, so I don't really think you should be too harsh with exfoliation. And I'm not sure what the beads are in this. It doesn't really say. But they're not really harsh on your skin, they're really gentle, and it just makes my skin feel really fresh, and it looks a lot more radiant as well after I've used this, so I tend to use this probably once or twice a week. With face masks, I have two that I like to use. Again, they're both Lizelle, surprise surprise. The first one is a deep cleansing mask. Now this one is, I think, specially formulated for more acne prone skin. I like to use this one in the bath once a week. This one is like a really thick browny, greeny, like, oh, that was close, thick brown sort of mask that dries really hard on your face, which I actually quite like. And then you scrub it off with one of the little sponges that comes with it. It comes with 2 sponges in the kit if you buy the mask, which I think is really cool. And this is such an easy concept, like your face mask dries, and I always used to hate having to like splash your face up with water to try and wash off all the face mask, but if you use one of these, it's so straightforward. You literally just buff it off your skin and it leaves it really nice. The other face mask that I like to use, which I don't really use that much, but when I do it's quite beneficial I think personally, is the Lizelle Brightening Treatment Mask. This one I like to actually squeeze a few little blobs in with my cleanser, because it is a brightening mask, so obviously it just brightens your face, which is quite nice, especially on those like mornings when you don't really feel very awake or your skin looks a bit dull. If not, just leave it on for about 5 minutes and it does the job quite nicely. Nighttime, I have a slightly different regime. I don't only slightly, and when I say slightly I mean slightly. Instead of the Lizelle moisturiser, I found this one recently, which is called this was in Home Bargains, I think. And I don't know if you've ever heard of, well yeah, most of you will have heard of bio oil, but there's a cheap copy called Rose Oil, I think, which you can buy in like Poundlands and Pound stores and other cheap places, which is basically the same ingredients but a lot cheaper, but you do get a lot less. It's a little bottle. This was next to it, and it's a massive, well I think it's quite a massive tub anyway. It's quite a big tub, 125 millilitres, so you get quite a lot. But this cream has the rose oil in it, and I guess essentially it's kind of like if someone was to come up with a moisturiser with bio oil in it, because I know some people find slapping oil on their face a little bit kind of scary, like, and also, let's face it, it doesn't really feel that great on your skin. You just sort of sat there waiting for it to sink in, and it does take a long time. But also it just, I don't know, I don't really like the feeling of having like grease and oil on my face personally. So when I saw this I was like, oh, interesting concept, I'm going to get it. I don't very often get spots on my face, normally around that time of the month a few appear, which obviously is just hormonal and I can't really do a lot about it. But when I get a spot, it scars so badly on my face. Like, I still have a scar from a spot like months and months and months ago, like sometimes years they'll stay. Like, I get scarring here where I get spots and it just doesn't go away, and on my chin and like round my nose here. So I thought, okay, well this cream might be quite a good idea for putting on my face maybe at night if it's going to help reduce the scarring. It says helps prevent and reduce appearance of stretch marks caused by pregnancy and weight loss and scarring, and helps improve the condition of the skin, helps protect against the drying effects of wind and water, and moisturises dry skin. So I find that I like to use this at night because, I mean, it doesn't feel horrible on your skin, and actually it's a really nice base for makeup. But yeah, I like to let it work its magic at night, and actually I really would recommend this. It's really good if you can find it anywhere. I think it was about £2, £1 something, £2 something. So it's so cheap, and I am actually going to have to buy another one because it's really helped. And like, I've been using it probably for about 3 months now, and I've noticed such a difference in my skin with the scarring, and also it's been a lot more hydrated as well. So yeah, I really recommend that. eye cream, I don't really use an eye cream, which is quite bad. I do have a Clinique one which I use every now and then when I feel like under my eyes are a little bit dry, like if I've had a lot of makeup on or something, and then I wipe it off and it's a bit harsh under my eyes. But one that I really like to use for if I'm going on a night out, or if I know that there'll be photographs taken, or if my eyes are looking particularly dull, is the Bare Escentuals Bare Vitamins Eye Wrapper. I'm completely low on this, it's nearly out, but I've had it for such a long time, and it's got light reflecting properties, which is why I think it's really good, but also it's so moisturising under the eye, and I just really like it. So, and it's not actually really that expensive, I think it's quite reasonably priced, so I really recommend that one for under the eyes. Spots, if I do get spots, which does happen occasionally, and I mean I don't suffer with acne, and I don't have really chronic skin, like areas of skin where I get loads of spots, but if I do get the occasional spot, it will mostly be on my chin or here between my eyebrows, which is such a fetching look. I literally just use the classic Pseudocreme on my spots, and for any of you that may not have heard, Pseudocreme is supposed to be used on babies' derrieres. Essentially it is an antiseptic healing cream, so of course it's going to help spots. I don't know why people didn't really think of this before, and actually I think now it's been released in tube, which is quite handy, so you don't have to like stick your fingers into this massive pot. But I've had this for quite a while and it's lasted me a really long time. And yeah, literally slather a thin layer of this on your face overnight, wake up and your face looks so much better. So I'd really recommend that for spots. That's pretty much everything that I use on my skin at the moment. Sometimes I do change my skincare up, like if I run out of Zoella cleansing polish, I might think, oh, I'll try another one, but let's face it, I'm always going to be coming back to this because it really works, and I really recommend it. I've also got like little minis as well. I literally love it that much. I've got little mini versions of everything. I've got a mini version of the moisturiser, a mini version of the cleansing polish, and the toners, which I've got in spritz form and bottle form, which is kind of sad, but that's how much I rate it, and I would highly recommend, if you are looking for a new skincare routine, to check out the Zoella website and see. I mean, they've always got like little deals on and things, that you can get a little starter kit and you can just try little things out, and or if you want to, you can just purchase the little tiny samples and give them a go, and then if you like them you can always buy the full size. But I would definitely recommend it. And I do apologise for the lighting, I don't know if this is even really that great, and every video I do recently I've noticed that I'm in a different location because I just can't seem to find anywhere that I feel really like comfortable to film. But I hope this is okay for you. And yeah, my skin's not perfect, by the way, guys. Just so you know. This is probably the nicest it's looked for a while, touch wood. But like everyone, I get spots. I've got really bad under eye circles. So actually, if any of you can recommend an under eye cream which is good for dark circles, because I've tried so many and they just don't do anything, then leave it in the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Hope this has been helpful for you, and I shall see you again soon. Bye! Because hers was much more long. I'm going to start again because I'm rambling. Blah 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 blah. Idea. Oops. I will start with cleanser. I would start with cleanser if I knew where it was. What did I do with that? Oh, Louise, you're ringing me at the wrong time. Hello? Hang on. I'm just making a YouTube video. A skincare one. I thought I might get away with doing a video without you in it for once, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. Liz, oh my gosh, it's not like I've mentioned her in this video before or anything.